this property, I came in with my investor. Hey, I showed him around. We were walking around. He's like, I really like this place. I like the neighborhood. I have the money available in my bank account. I will do the deal. But my terms are a little bit expensive. The guy had no choice. He had to get the money. He had to get it right now. He couldn't wait for any hedge fund or any bank to make a decision. And the guy just gave up. He's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to Yanni. He knows I'm a little bit expensive. But you know what? When you need to get things done, I know how to get it done.
Why then couldn't he get it done with somebody else?
The secondary market is not buying any loans. A lot of hedge funds, they have a lot of investors that are pulling their funds because they're stuck on, like, let's say 7-8%, which you get right now from the bank. The bank is paying you 7-8% just to put the money in the bank. So a lot of people pulling their money, they're afraid to invest because they don't know what's going to happen with the market. There's a lot of question marks, but it's risk versus reward. Here the reward is super high. We just closed this property like a week ago, $3.8 million, and we basically helped the developer get some money to finish the construction. They came to me, I went to my private investors, I put it together somehow to help the guy because I know him, I've done business with him before. He's doing a really, really good job. Now everybody's working, hopefully in the next like 2-3 months they're going to finish the project and he's going to be able to sell it for like $7 million.
How long did it take you to close it?
So it took me approximately like 2 weeks.
Too long for you.
Yeah, it's too, exactly. So it's too long for me. It's a good question. It took more than a week because I had a problem with title. Title didn't give me the paperwork in the right time, and I needed to get all the contractors basically giving me all their signatures for mechanic liens in order to get the right insurance from the title company. When the property is under construction, and that's why a lot of lenders, they don't do under construction, it's difficult to get the insurance because title company is afraid that some contractor going to come 2-3 months later down the road and is going to claim for his money, and then he's going to put a mechanic lien on the property, and that's going to take priority over their lien. That's why a lot of people are avoiding doing loans in this scenario. I know the guy, I've done business with him, he's a good guy, he proved himself before with me, and that's why I could extend 3.8 million because it's a lot of money. Plus, I really like the project, so if I'm gonna get stuck with this project, which is gonna take me another $1 million to finish it, then I'm gonna make the money, not him. But he has no reason to really not pay, that's what he's gonna do. So how do you say raz it up in Hebrew? Raz it up? You just changed the R a little bit. This, if it's not in a nice neighborhood, it's worth money.
No, definitely.
Here, they're gonna let guests stay, but in other places, this, they call it ADU, right?
Yeah.
ADU right now, 1,200 square feet, that's the minimum here. You can rent it for like $2,000-$3,000 right here.
Big time. And if
That's
they're
a
really
lot.
lavish, they're going to use it as a pool house.
But in this area, they're not gonna need that. People that are gonna be able to buy a $7 million property,
They're not going to need the
Yeah, they don't need the $3,000.
This is for their son.
This borrower, just like many other borrowers in the market today, right now it's 2023, a lot of developers, they get stuck with getting funding for their project. So they go to hedge funds, they go to banks, they're trying to save money to cut some corners because projects like this, they cost millions of dollars, and every percent hedge funds or a hard money lender like me charge extra, it costs them a lot of money. Eventually they come to me right now because I work with private individuals, and private individual investors, it's easier for them to maneuver. Hedge funds, they're regulated. They have a fund, they need to report to thousands of investors nationwide or locally. Private investors, they're people with a lot of money that are willing to take the risk to invest in this kind of property. And it's easy for them to make a decision. So for example, in this property, I came in with my investor. Hey, I showed him around, we were walking around. He's like, I really like this place, I like the neighborhood, I have the money available in my bank account, I will do the deal. just like that. But my terms are so and so. They were a little bit expensive. I think they were really stiff, but the guy had no choice. He had to get the money. He had to get it right now. He couldn't wait for any hedge fund or any bank to make a decision. Every month here, he's paying on these existing loans over $30,000. So that's a lot of money. And he's been sitting here for 6 months without getting the financing. And the guy just gave up. He's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to Yanni. He knows I'm a little bit expensive, but you know what? When you need to get things done, I know how to get it done. You know, that's why I'm a little bit more expensive than other hard money lenders. And I'm okay with it. I don't want people to come to me, try to get the better pricing for me and shop me around with everybody in town while I'm just sitting waiting for the deal. No, you're gonna come to me whenever you're ready to finance the deal, and I'm gonna get it done for you because I can get it done. Nobody could get this done. He went to other lenders, he talked to other lenders before. They obviously been in the property, they looked at the property, they researched everything about the borrower. The borrower is perfect. I love the borrower, the great guy.
Why then couldn't he get it done? Somebody else.
Secondary market is not buying any loans. A lot of hedge funds, they have a lot of investors that are pulling their funds because they're stuck on, like, let's say 7-8%, which you get right now from the bank. The bank is paying you 7-8% just to put the money in the bank. So a lot of people pulling their money, they're afraid to invest because they don't know what's going to happen with the market. There's a lot of question marks. I'm connected with people. They see an opportunity in investing in hard money still, but for a higher rate. So if they wanted 10% 2 or 3 months ago, now they're going to want 12 or 13% or maybe 15%, depending on the risk. But it's risk versus reward. Here the reward is super high. It's not going to affect in the market what's happening right now because this is different type of buyers. You know, someone that buys a $7 million property, that's a person that can afford, most likely going to pay cash. It's a very, very expensive neighborhood. South of the boulevard, Tarzana, right here, man, you can't beat that.